I declare the congregation open. Members of the university, guests, and especially all of you graduating here today, it's an enormous pleasure to be able to welcome you to Lancaster University. We are here to celebrate the achievements of our students from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences, and it's wonderful to see you all here. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to our honorary graduate, Vivian Bickham, MBE, and the Chancellor's Medal winner, Jin Mei Sun, about whom we will hear more later. I'm particularly delighted to see so many family and friends of our students here today. I know you will be feeling justifiably proud of what your friend or your relative has achieved. I know that for each of you it's a really special day. And it's a special day for me as well. I'm here not just as Chancellor, but I'm here as a parent today, because one of the people that I'll be graduating in a moment or two is my oldest son, Joe. I'll be able to hug him on stage, because that's one of the privileges that you get as Chancellor, right? All of you can't do the hugging on stage, but what you can do is you can do the clapping and the cheering and the whooping, and if you want to dance or sing, you're very welcome to, because this is somebody's starting already. So this is a day of celebration for all of you. I dare say for some of you that will extend well into the night, and I can say that from experience. I graduated here in 1979. So you can graduate today and you can be Chancellor tomorrow. The world was a pretty different place, believe me, and Lancaster was a pretty different place as well. For a start, it was about half the size. So today you're in a much bigger university, but you're in a far better one than the one that I joined all those years ago. In fact, honestly, I'd probably struggle to get in nowadays. This is a university that is in the top 15 in our country out of 130 universities, and our ambition is to be in the top 100 worldwide. For me, however, the wonderful thing about Lancaster is that even as we are growing, there is one thing that remains remarkably constant. We remain true to our founding principles, that this should be a university open to all of those with talent and potential, regardless of their background. At Lancaster, excellence hasn't been bought at the expense of equity. We provide opportunities for students, regardless of their backgrounds in life, to realize their aspirations to succeed. At a time when there's often such overwhelming pessimism about the potential for greater social mobility in our country, ours then is truly a story of optimism. What counts is not where you came from in the past, but it's whether you're prepared to put in the effort to create a better future, both for yourselves and I hope for others. Today we celebrate the fact that you've seized that opportunity. Postgraduate graduation ceremonies like today's are an opportunity for us to recognize the significant commitment that you have given, each of you, to your chosen field of study. The collective brain power in front of me is somewhere between awe-inspiring and intimidating, if I'm honest. But what is perhaps even more impressive is the individual effort and endeavour that is the foundation of all of your success. I know that some of you have studied intensively for years to achieve your postgraduate degree. Others have combined study with work or with caring or family responsibilities. So, of course, it's true that what you have learned here you will carry throughout your lives. If you've studied sociology, maybe you will join the civil service. If you study linguistics, maybe you would become an interpreter. If you've studied politics, then frankly, heaven help you. But I think you will find what you have acquired here is more than knowledge about a particular subject. For myself, as a graduate from this university, Lancaster will always be the place that gave me the strongest possible foundation for my life and my career. It helped me on my way, from growing up as a kid on a North East Council estate to having the privilege of serving in the UK cabinet. It gave me skills way beyond my studies. How to learn, how to analyse, how to argue, how to question. It taught me too the relationship between effort and reward. If it's easy, it isn't really worth doing. It's the hard things in life that make you. And as you all now know, there are no easy postgraduate degrees here at Lancaster. Everyone has to be earned through commitment, dedication, and frankly, sheer hard work. So what we are celebrating today is not just your intelligence, that is obvious, but it's your resilience, your ability to rise to a challenge and to beat it. That is just as well, because the world is certainly not short of challenges. This is a period of profound global uncertainty, even volatility. It is being christened by some the era of perma-crisis, and it does sometimes feel that the world is lurching from one crisis to the next. I think it's actually more than that. Someone asked me the other day, he said, do you know what today is, Alan? And I thought, is it 3 months since we've had the last Prime Minister and we do a new one? He said, no, it's not that. He said, today is the slowest day of the rest of your life. What did he mean by that? He meant it's not just the huge scale of change that we're seeing, environmentally, politically, socially, economically. That is obvious. But it's the pace with which this change is occurring, which is quite unprecedented. Navigating it to successfully create a better, and I hope a fairer world, requires great leadership. No doubt there will be different views about whether the world is blessed with that today. But I hope what we can all agree on is that the people we celebrate today are our biggest source of hope for the future, because from them will emerge the next generation of leaders. What we seek to do here at Lancaster is to equip this generation with the right attributes to make a difference in the world, to be agile in their thinking, purposeful in their focus, and outward-looking in their demeanour. That's one of the reasons why Lancaster is and will remain a university that is open to the world. We believe in building bridges, not walls. We have a campus in China, another in Ghana, one in Malaysia, and our latest in Leipzig in Germany. We are unashamedly a global university. We're particularly proud of the fact that we welcome here on campus students from over 180 countries worldwide, and that our staff come from all parts of Europe and well beyond. The rich diversity they provide not only brings huge benefits educationally, it prepares our students for life in what is increasingly a global society. So today, all of you join a very special community. Like 150,000 others, you're about to become alumni of this great university. Ours is a community that expresses the very best of today's world. High achievers, great thinkers, top leaders, people who are making a difference in industry and in charity, in private companies and the public services. You come from very different backgrounds and no doubt will end up working in very different locations. But in the end, I hope you feel that you're part of a community, all bound together by one common history. So when you leave here, you will take something of Lancaster with you. Memories, of course, the friends you've made, the tutors you've met, the knowledge you have gained, what you have learned from your studies. But above all, I hope what you take away from Lancaster is what you've learned about yourselves. That if you persevere, it pays off. That if you follow your dreams, you can rise to a higher level. That if you listen to your hearts, you can achieve great things. Of course, there are never any guarantees in life, but the one thing I can promise you is that the postgraduate degree you've earned from this university is a passport, should you choose to use it, to a lifetime of opportunity. Each of you has proved that you have what it takes to make a success of life. So my advice is very simple. Be bold, be brave, of course believe in yourselves, but above all else, use the knowledge that you have gained to make a difference, not just for yourselves, but for others. The best that any of us can ever do is to try to leave the world a better place than we found it. That is the gift that leadership bestows. I hope you use it. On behalf of Lancaster University, I wish you all the very best, all of you, for whatever path you choose. Enjoy it. You've well and truly earned it. Thank you.
Please may all Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Arts graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences who are worthy to receive higher degrees of the university. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Eloise Davis. Is domestic violence violent crime? Denise DePoe. The experiences of migrant job seekers. Aya Galayanini, models with mixed frequency data and time varying parameters. Alexandra Kendall, analysing the linguistic features of the manosphere as hate speech. Constance Mambasi Manga, language, home and belonging in migratory contexts, the case of Cam Franglais. Jessica Phoenix, what is bovine tuberculosis? Using ethnography to explore a disease in the making. Afaf Rabehi, an investigation of the status of intercultural communicative competence in Algerian middle schools. Shiji Shang, the acquisition and use of relative clauses. For the degree of Master of Arts, Elena Asireli. Ethan Barnes. Emily Bell. Maria Giulia Bernardi. Beatrice Afi Bimpe. Nina Blackler Rosa da Silva. Trevor Breakspear. Patricia Calincini Monti. Lisa Gwynant Cartwright. Siri Kanchana Chimpali. Michelle Chitambo. Maria Chioka. Gemma Elizabeth Cliff. Annabelle Sophie Katura Darlington. Kevin Denwood. Maya Kelly Dewhurst. Maria Laura Ferroglio. Gemma Fisher. Jilly Goddard. Neve Siobhan Sally Harrison. Joel Alexander Hopwood. Xixi Huang. Jessica Hughes. Maria Golina. Yana Kopachova. Sekarti Yasa Kusu Mastuti. Holy Yi. Guang Yi Li. Chia Yi Li. Sichuan Li. Keiyu Lu. Caroline Lythe. Caitlin Rebecca Mason. Isabel Olasumbo Oki. Seren Jane Parkman. Justine Peck. Raika Kutvolji. Aaron Pitchford. Irvin Ika Putri. Aida Castelia Radu. Laura Hannah Rigby. Anna Elizabeth Simpson. Ying Su. Samantha Stark. Tian Sun. Shinmei Sun. Yani Sun. Siripak Supakut. Jess Langshaw. Louis Tojo. Catherine Tranter. Crisula Tosun Unidu. Radosveta Valkova. Despina Varda Avramides. Roya Wong.
Thank you, Sarah.
Pleasure.
Roya Wong. Sarah White. Chung Yi Wu. Yutong Yao. Yuan Zhang. Xinyi Zhao. Xuan Wu. Suhua Tang. Olivia Elizabeth Buckley. Please may all Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Arts graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to you all. Well done!
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I here present unto you Vivian Ann Francis Bickham, MBE, for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Vivian has already been recognised for over 40 years of commitment and tireless service to the victims of domestic violence and sexual abuse in the UK, when she was awarded the Order of the British Empire, Civil Member of the British Empire, MBE, in December 2019. During her career, Vivian has been at the forefront of making the lives safer for women and children whose adverse childhood experiences have affected them physically and emotionally. She is someone who has the capacity to see a need and do what she can to support those people in her community who were in need. During the pandemic, due to her expertise, she supported people with complex post-traumatic stress disorder and also volunteered to counsel nurses and key workers who were experiencing trauma and stress from the work and challenges they were encountering every day during those difficult times. Vivian's life and work has focused on charities that support more vulnerable people in our society who are affected by violence and/or traumatic events. She has been a successful project manager in the Northwest for the national charity Changing Lives, which helps people facing challenging times to make positive change for good. Vivian has also been a lead consultant for Safe Lives, another UK-wide charity dedicated to ending domestic abuse for everyone and for good. Working in Blackburn with Darwin, Vivian successfully managed the Women's Aid Project, which has grown from a very small organisation to handling 1,400 cases a year. This work has been recognised by Standing Together as an example of excellent practice in partnership working, and was the first area to obtain the Specialist Domestic Abuse Court status in Lancashire, and one of the first local authorities in Lancashire to obtain White Ribbon status. A project that works with men to end violence against women and girls. Identifying this as one of Vivian's many achievements is fitting, as the annual 16 days of action to end violence against women and girls ended on the 10th of December. Today, I wish to outline how her life's work has not only benefited the many individuals with whom she has come into personal contact, but how her work is an inspiration for us here today, connecting, as it does, with the values which we as a university are placing at the centre of our work, and which we hope our Lancaster graduates will take with them into the world. Firstly, that of respect for all. Whatever their circumstances, Vivian's own work and motivation to help those who have been abused relates to the experience of a close friend, Gillian Porter, who was left in a vegetative state after an attack by her fiancé. Vivian made a commitment to herself, which is evident as she continues to fulfil, which is to support vulnerable adults and children at home. On receiving her MBE, Vivian highlighted the importance of respecting the contribution of others in our lives, saying, "It's humbling. I couldn't have done it on my own or without the bravery of the victims of domestic abuse coming forward. Vivian's passion supports the campaign Not Just Another, mother, sister, aunt, cousin, friend, which highlights the estimated 10 women a week who die by murder or suicide due to domestic abuse each week. Our second value is building a community and working with others to promote a sense of belonging, where the contribution of each person and their service has to offer is recognised by all. Throughout her professional life, Vivian has worked collaboratively with others, sharing her experience, expertise, and expectations of a better future. She has increased awareness and supported key charity organisations and government offices, including the UK Police Force, social care, health, and local government initiatives, and many other national specialist services. Her commitment to working as part of our community is that of committed individuals, and it has enabled Vivian to effectively participate in collaborative projects and has disseminated training across the UK in how to assertively handle sensitive cases of domestic violence and sexual abuse. Thirdly, our value of creating positive change by being ambitious in our learning, expertise and action. And again, Vivian has shown how she has been innovative and creative in creating a positive change. Here we have the example of her leading national role in Safe Lives and Drive initiative, where perpetrators wishing to change behaviour have access to a comprehensive support and bespoke programme tailored to the individual to address harmful behaviour. This work with high harm, serial perpetrators of domestic abuse is aimed at behavioural change to improve the safety of victims and children. It is an initiative where the focus recognises that we need to stop asking why she doesn't leave and start asking why doesn't he stop. Based on the positive outcomes from the evaluated pilot success, the Drive team gained funding from the Home Office and National Lottery, which has enabled expansion from 3 pilot sites to 14, with Vivian directly assisting in the implementation in sites in South Wales, Derbyshire and Northumbria. As well as the respect she rightly deserves for her professional achievements and contribution to her community and those in need, Vivian is valued as a wife, mother and friend. And as I found out when I first met her and Maria Rodriguez Obora, who nominated Vivian for this award, Vivian is down to earth with a sense of humour and a passion for helping those in need. It is therefore an honour and a privilege to present to you, on behalf of the Senate, Vivian Anne Francis Bickham, MBE, for the conferral of the degree of Doctor of Law, honoris causa.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Many congratulations. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, fellow members of the University and honoured guests. It is an honour and privilege to be recognised for the work that you are passionate about. I am truly humbled to accept this award as a tribute to all the victims, the survivors and those whose harm I have known. I'd like to firstly focus on being blessed with two parents, Harry and Eva Blackledge, neither having the opportunity of going to university, yet they both aspired to achieve personal growth, with my mother attending the grammar school and my dad becoming a teacher at the then local technical college teaching plumbing, as he was a master plumber. To this day, people still talk about Harry Blackledge and his craftsmanship as a plumber, whilst my mother is remembered for her famous potato pies and egg custards for New Year. People say I look like my dad, not sure if I should be flattered as he had a bald head. Hopefully they say the best traits of him in me. Both my parents instilled in me a great work ethic, also the values of being human, being rigorous, being brave and challenging injustice in the world, which is also echoed by Safe Lives. As with any success, I couldn't have achieved this on my own. As one of 6 children, having my siblings support me and having my family, 2 sons who I am so proud of, as fathers to our 4 lovely grandchildren, supportive friends and dedicated work colleagues. I can't thank them enough for all the backing and enabling me to be as committed and dedicated to the work I have done and continue to do. Special recognition goes to my sister and brother-in-law, my sister Nina and my brother-in-law Simon, who unfortunately is unable to attend today, as they have both been certainly the wind beneath my wings on many occasions. To name everyone would be a true roll of honour. All I can say, they know who they are, and a very big thank you for having faith in me, especially Linda Thomas, who taught me everything about running refuge provision. To all the graduates here today, my wish is you are blessed in your life's journey with people who keep your light shining. Never let it dim. Do what makes you happy, be with those that make you smile, and laugh as much as you breathe, and love what you do as long as you live. As I accept this award today, I will carry the trust the university has bestowed on me to support future graduates in understanding the challenges around domestic sexual violence and abuse in all its forms to victims, survivors and those who harm others, because there is always a choice. Our team's recent work on the DRIVE programme has included highlighting men's mental health and the high rates of male suicide in the context of domestic abuse. Those who harm others are 18 times more likely than the general population to die by suicide. 84 men a week die by suicide. Interventions need to change, focusing on rehabilitation rather than shame. As Dr. Anne-Marie Horton described, my passion was driven by the devastating experience of my friend Gillian. She didn't have access to the menu of support options services offered today, and research states less than 40% of those experiencing domestic abuse will seek support. I'm here to help and offer any guidance. Domestic homicides are an entrenched and enduring problem. Still, I quote, every 3 days a woman dies due to domestic abuse. And as you look along the rows of your fellow graduates today, note that in terms of qualification, it offers no protection from harm. A survey of postgraduates with degrees found 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men suffer from domestic abuse in their lifetime. So as you go on your journey today, remember there is always help. It's also Disability History Awareness Month till tomorrow, and 1 in 7 disabled adults will experience domestic abuse compared to 1 in 20 non-disabled adults. During the pandemic, around 60% of COVID deaths came from the disabled community, including my dear friend Shaz, a great IDVA, sadly missed. As those of you who graduate today, who have or are facing challenges, remember Helen Keller, who was the first deaf-blind person to receive a Bachelor of Arts degree. Samantha Reckenke, a disabled champion, says, "Be you, have aspirations, don't let anyone deny you the opportunity to fulfil your potential. Do not let the ableist world hold you back. If you take anything from today from me, ask yourself, how can I be human and assist? How can I be rigorous and brave the injustice of disabled people so that their history of marginalisation and persecution isn't repeated? What can you do to call those who harm others out to seek help for themselves safely? What can you do to support those who are survivors of those who harm to safely heal and begin to trust again? What can you do to help a mate who is having a tough time and may want out of life's race? I feel very blessed today that I have played a small part in bringing change, and even though I have a small heart, it can hold a large amount of gratitude. And never stop believing in miracles, because yours will come when you most need it. Mine did. Thank you.
Please may all Doctor of Philosophy and Master of Arts graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand. It's not. Okay. Please may all Master of Science and Postgraduate Diploma graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand. Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences who are worthy to receive higher degrees and diplomas of the University. For the degree of Master of Science, Rebecca Elizabeth Agnew. Anthony Mark Andrews. Sharon Asante. Grace Anastasia Baldwin. Rebecca Leah Barnes. Samuel Sebastian Beckford. Carly Francis Bennett. Chloe Jessica Borland. Rebecca Neris Boswell. Joseph Robert Milburn Breel. Paul Bullivant. Brendan Ainsley Rowland Burton. Katie Marie Colburn. Emma Louise Cornwell. Alex Marie Davis. Emma Mary Davis. Ivana Finn. Grace Marie Ann Fitzgerald. Amy Elizabeth Irene Freeland. Megan Elizabeth Garrett Keane. Hayley Louise Garrett Parker. Laura Jane Glenister. Josie Margaret Grant. Jodie Marie Gray. Chloe Maureen Netta Griffin. Emma Louise Grubb. Phoebe Jane Hall. Emilio John Hannon. Reese Hill. Emma Louise Hodgson. Trish Tinotenda Hombarume. Rachel Home. Rebecca Louise Jenkins. Claire Alice Johnson. James Richard Johnson. Sian Catriona Jorgensen. Warren Kevin Cavaney. Melissa Jacqueline Kennedy. Lucille May Kenny. Loshan Kuramana. Sarah Louise King. Tegan Page Lamble. Faye Victoria Leteve. Kate Elizabeth Lodge. Noshin Asif Maktoum Malik. Eleanor Sophie Martin. Amy Louise McCutcheon. Charmaine Michelle Magusti Coumeri. Leah Elizabeth Durham Moran. Grace Elizabeth Morley. Esther Cheryl Myers. Akesha Lavinia Nelson. Emily Molly North. Nicole Olivia O'Callaghan. Emma Louise Page. Georgina Victoria Pales. Kamala Pandey. Sarah Kay Pemberton. Amina Phillips. Zoe Joyce Price. Meredith Lara Roberts. Megan Louise Simpson. Leanne Stockdale. Sophie Jennifer Swallow. Noemi Tarosi. Sarah Louise Taylor. Megan Karen Turner. Beth Wallace. Abigail Wall. Sarah Katie Welsh. Rachel Beth Whitaker. Laura Bethany Wharton. Poppy Jane Emmett Wilkinson. For the degree of postgraduate diploma, Amber Tamara Bosley. Camilla Louisa Burgundy. Bradley Charles Francis Cole. Emma Cosgrove. Emily Jane Gallagher. Yasmin Elaine Gladwin. Nalina Islam. Sarah Elizabeth Kirkham. Rebecca Mazunda. Alexander Stewart Mills. Katie Joanne Newton. Lorna Claire Nichols. Martha May Nuttall. Wing Sum Leona Thompson. Anna Louise Welsh. For the degree of Master of Arts, Lee Room Ma. Keishing Kong. Please may all Master of Science and Postgraduate Diploma graduates and MA graduates from the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences stand.
By my authority as Chancellor, I confer upon these members of the Faculty of Arts and Social Sciences the degrees for which they have been presented. Many, many congratulations to each of you. Fantastic, well done.
Chancellor, on behalf of the Senate, I present the following student who is eligible to receive the Chancellor's Medal for Exceptional Merit in their programme of study. Xingmei Zun.
I now declare closed this congregation of the University of Lancaster. Long may the university prosper.